between friends and family. Obviously, during this time, we've been isolated, we've been locked down. Have we become socially awkward? I've just, from your perspective, I'd like to get your thought, perhaps you, Gayle, first. Have we become socially awkward? And if so, is it temporary?
Very interesting question, and admittedly, yes, a little bit more. Having said that, I'm the one sitting on stage at the moment, so I felt a little bit of anxiety to do this today. I haven't been out much over the last few months, and I stepped out a few days ago. In fact, I came here, and I felt a kind of gasp of the open space. So a little bit of a feeling of agoraphobic, I'd say. Socially awkward in a context? No, I'm just totally looking forward to getting back and mixing and speaking with friends.
But you felt a little anxious initially. There was
Yes.
So even for the people who are able to be pragmatic about it, that anxiety still exists. I think that's what I'm hearing. So it's normal.
Well, we're learning how to be again in this new world, because there has been a subtle shift in consciousness amongst us, right? In the last few months, whether we are conscious of it or not, we are now in a new world. Everything much looks the same, but we're having to operate in it in a different way, and preferably with a lot more consciousness and isness and nowness in it.
Dr. Kohli, I mean, I want to ask you, taking on from this, is we're spending a lot more time on social media, and you know, it's a disaster as far as we're concerned. I mean, as I'm personally concerned, because you know, we try to wean ourselves off it consciously, but this pandemic has almost sort of accelerated the addiction that we have to social media. How dangerous is that?
I think it's very, very dangerous, because getting seduced by distractions like social media is a clear death of creativity. We are perpetually distracted, and this is also the stress response that we are having. We are perpetually stressed, and the fact you're perpetually stressed, the fight and flight thing that Gayle had said, we are getting into depression because we are not getting over our stress response. It is very, very important to delete the distractions, and it's very important to be updated, and you could, you know, choose a time to consume the media and choose carefully the media you consume. You could set three, you know, schedules or 4 schedules. You would keep going back to the social media if you're not doing anything else, if you're not reading a book, if you're not writing poetry, if you're not doing the drawing, if you're not spending time with your children, you know, or your elderly, or you are not cooking. The fact is that you have to also have some kind of self-discipline. You have to make those boundaries. Even if you're living alone or you're living with the family, it's totally up to you how much you want to be seduced by the social media. Because ultimately, you must realize that even if you watch news in the normal times, it spikes up your anxiety. And now these are not the normal times. You know, people are complaining so much, Vivek, about insomnia. They're not able to sleep at night, you know, because, you know, at night you have that time on your own and you're just thinking that, what if I get up in the morning with this COVID? What if my loved one, there's a distance, somebody has their children overseas, somebody has their elderly parent out of town. So, you know, and this media is the one which you need informed to be knowing more, but it is also over-information of media is spiking that anxiety. So I would genuinely, this is one of the coping techniques, is please reduce the consumption of media and choose very carefully the media you consume. There's so much of fake news happening around.
Exactly.
Yeah?